Welcome to Visual Knowledge. This is a philosophical dialogue that is inspired by the book Ego is the Enemy, which is written by Ryan Holiday. So I hope you enjoy this journey, which is presented through the expression of whiteboard animation. When John left an abusive relationship, he had a light bulb moment. That light bulb moment was that he did not deserve to be treated this way, and that he had the power to change this. And when John lost his mother, there was another light bulb moment, and that was life and time is a precious currency that we need to value and use. And if we don't use it wisely, we can't bring it back. John would have many more light bulb moments in his life. It is also likely that you will have many light bulb moments in your life as well. Lesson: there is not one moment that changes a person. There are many. Now Tim was very arrogant. The outcome of this arrogance was that he devalued colleagues, friends, his family, even his wife. It was all about his desire and his ambitions. He cared about no one else because in his mind he was more important. In the end, his colleagues hated him, his wife left him, and that was just the beginning. Lesson: unhealthy belief in your own self-importance can be very destructive. Sarah had so many ideas. She was going to be a model, a nurse, a social worker, a celebrity, and start a successful YouTube channel. These were all great ambitions, but there was one problem. All Sarah did was invest time in talking. She did no work in making these ideas come true. Food for thought. Rome was not just built on ideas, it was also built on actions and execution. Lesson: those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. Now Tom had all the money in the world. He had a nice car. He had a nice house. He had financial security. Tom inherited his money through his mother's wealth. I think that was the problem. He developed massive spending habits on clothes, nice watches, and extravagant living. And to think Tom's mum was loved by the community and was held in such high regard. In the end, it was a nice beginning, but Tom's demise made it a horrible ending. Lesson: any nation and people can be born stoic and die Epicurean. Now Sally had a big ego. She really had a big sense of self-importance. Her thoughts became like a prison. She was trapped, and no one was there to open the door. The monster of her mind was choking her sanity. To paraphrase Plato, people are guilty of feasting on their own thoughts. Lesson: get out of one's head. Now Angela was raising her son. As is natural of a mother, she would give advice. She would tell him to be generous, be forgiving, and understand the power of being magnanimous. This was beautiful energy to put out into the galaxy. Lesson: be magnanimous. Now Jack had a great career. He had a lot of success, but people respected his behavior more than his financial rewards. He always considered and respected other people. He was the one that would listen, provide constructive criticism, and if he could, provide opportunity. He was less concerned about himself and more concerned about others. He would often sample the words of Helen Keller, quote, "Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow," end of quote. If Jack had an ego, he lost it in the forest of life. Lesson: have an egoless sobriety. So in conclusion, let's go over the 7 lessons presented in this video. Lesson 1. There is not one moment that changes a person. There are many. Lesson 2. Unhealthy belief in your own self-importance can be destructive. Lesson 3. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. Lesson 4. A nation and people can be born stoic and die Epicurean. Lesson 5. Get out of one's head. And lesson 6. Be magnanimous. And finally, lesson 7. Have an egoless sobriety. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Again, this philosophical dialogue is inspired by the book Ego is the Enemy. If you want to support the channel, subscribe, like, and share the content.